Hey, what's up good people, welcome to episode 24 of PWND. Before I continue, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my viewers and supporters. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This is considered, I guess, the first video of 2013, or you could also say it's the last video of 2012. 2012 has been a very eventful year, and I apologize for not being able to release a video last week, and I took some time without even letting any of you know why, and I decided to be very upfront with you guys. Almost towards Christmas, life sort of took a bad turn for me, and a lot of things happened, a lot of things didn't happen. I guess things kind of spiraled out of control, beyond my ability, beyond my control, and I lost motivation to carry on doing anything, dance, music, and even Nerf, and I'm just trying to get things going again, getting the ball going again, trying to stand back up on my 2 feet, and I decided that I would get up off my ass and make a video, and hopefully things will look up from now on for the year 2013. I would like to thank all of you for the continuous support in 2012, and before I carry on, I guess before I actually start the video, I want to say that I would like to make a disclaimer for you guys. In the year 2013, please pardon me if I'm not able to update my channel as frequent as once a week. I might take like once a fortnight, although I know that I have named this series Psych's Weekly Nerf Dosage, and I will try my very best to uphold that, but one of the reasons why is because I don't want to bore you guys with like boring shit every week. I will try my best to put in some good content every once in a while. And the next is because I guess because of whatever happened towards the end of last year, I'm still feeling a little bit right now, I'm still feeling it a little bit right now, but I guess I have to sort of reshuffle my priorities in life, and Nerf cannot be one of my top priorities anymore or any longer. So I hope that you guys can understand that. Also, I know that it's been very long. In fact, I've never really actually said in my videos, if you like my channel, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, things like that. I guess I will start doing that, because for the amount of effort and the amount of time that I put into the videos, and the sheer amount of work I spent on Nerf, the amount of money, I'm not getting enough subscribers, and I'm not getting enough views as apparently most of you feel that I should have, and I really thank you for that gesture. Most of you who have been so encouraging, who have been so warm and so nice and so receptive to me, and very open, and you guys have actually shared that you feel that this channel of mine should have a lot more views and a lot more subscribers. So I guess I would be asking people to do that, and this in turn would actually try to generate a little bit more funds from the Google side or the YouTube money, and that will in turn also I guess end up going for Nerf, because as of right now I'm not earning that much out of this whole YouTube thing. Alright, so anyway, sorry that I had to make you guys listen to that right at the start of the video, but yeah, I just really wanted all of you to listen to that, and I hope that you understand. Okay, so anyway, during Christmas I met up with my family, and to my surprise, my own cousin, my younger cousin, hey, what's up, Shane? Yeah, his name is Shane. I found out that he actually is really into Nerf too, and he actually gave me a present, and it came in the form of this. Now, I've seen this actually mentioned on the Nerf SG forums. You guys can take a closer look. It's a knockoff brand by a company called MCO, and it's called the Hot Shots Pro. Give me a second, I do believe that there are some darts somewhere. Let me just go grab it. Here they are. These are the darts that are like, I guess it's dark in color. It's black foam with a grey tip, and they do seem to be like to compete with the Elite series. It's called the most advanced foam dart design, and darts compatible with most front end loading, suction whistle darts, or magazine loading blasters. So that's quite actually very interesting the way they wrote it down. Yeah, so it's called Dart Design by Mr. Blaster, and it's by MCO. Right, so this is a typical muzzle loading pistol. It looks actually quite interesting. I like the colorway simply because it's black and red, and it might be, I don't know how well it's gonna shoot, but it's a typical pullback cocking action kind of a blaster. So here goes. Oh yeah, before I carry on, I just want to let you guys know, okay, just a disclaimer, there will be a couple more knockoff blaster reviews right after this one, so if you guys want to skip it, go ahead, but I guarantee you that one of it will be very interesting. Okay, so grab a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut this open right now. Okay, here we go. This comes with a pretty sweet target board. I guess I might stick it on that foam thing over there, but yeah, it's just there's not even any perforated part, so you can't just tear it out. You have to cut it out. So I'll put this aside because that's pretty sweet. Onto the blaster itself, and they actually include a total of 6 darts that are actually kind of soft, and they don't seem to be as well made and as dense as the Elite Streamlines, but okay, here we go. Trigger pull feels good. Okay, the draw is kind of crappy. It feels like a 1.5 inch draw, probably about a 1 inch draw actually. That's how much the draw is. Air restrictors are kicking in, and let's just test it out. It's alright. It's like a typical, I guess, pistol. I have no idea what size of a puncture tube this thing holds, but you guys know that I'm gonna open this up. To be honest though, the handle's pretty comfortable, although it's a bit small, but this is the review of the, I guess, the Hot Shots blaster. Very interesting. I like the design a lot, although it could have been a little bit bigger, and it does look menacing, although I know that performance isn't going to be that fantastic. We'll see what we can do when we open it up in another episode, okay? Sorry for the jump cut. I had to go open the door because my parents just came home. Yes, in Singapore, New Year's Day is a public holiday, and I'm pretty sure that around the world it is the same. So anyway, thank you once again, Shane. This is actually pretty sweet. I like it, although I will have to find ways and means to try and upgrade it. I think I might have to put homemade internals into this thing. I don't know. It's pretty small actually. It's I grab a knife finder. Oh, I have a knife finder, so give me a second. Here we go. This is a knife finder, and so you guys can see it's a little bit smaller, just by a bit, but it's kind of comfy. Knife finder is already comfortable by itself because of the great handle size, but this thing is small. I guess it's a sleeker profile. Next up, I have another knockoff, and this one is called the Air Gun, and this was given to me by students, the Popping Pixels. I actually choreographed an item for them for last year's old school dance recital, and you guys can actually check the feature video that I actually made for them over here, and I'm really proud of them. I thought that they did a pretty good job, and it was one of my most enjoyable experiences for the entire I guess my entire dance career for recitals. So keep it up, guys, good job. And they actually got me this as a thank you present. I know that they don't know much about Nerf, but the gesture is really nice. Just by the looks of it, I think that, sorry guys, I don't mean to disrespect you or disappoint you guys, but just by the looks of it, it looks like a crappy gun, although this targeting board looks very interesting, and I might want to take a look at this, so I just want to share this with you guys. Air gun, it states here, specifications, colors and contents may vary from illustrations. So this is the thing, this blaster actually features a so-called dart holder, which is just way too small in comparison for a standard dart. Right, so I don't even know why there are dart holders over there, but this thing looks like it actually sleeves into the slot of the mini missiles that they actually give it to you. So I'm gonna rip this part open. Rip this blaster open, the packaging open, get out the blaster, and share with you guys what the internals are like. Okay, target board goes aside because it's the one I'm interested in, so that will come in a short while. So these are the missiles. They are very, very thin foam. They don't feel dense. Okay, the front part feels dense, and it looks like, yeah, okay, alright. So it's just a really thick kind of a FBR, solid all the way through, and then they actually bought out a stem on their own. So yeah, that is why it's extra thin on this side. This feels like very thin foam. It's not even craft foam material, just some flat foam. Let's put these two aside here, and let's get to the main blaster itself. That's 3, by the way. Okay, so here comes the main blaster. It's very thin, very, very, very thin. Let me compare it with this guy over here. Now this, you can see, at least it's kind of substantial. This is really, really thin. It's kind of crappy. Oh gosh. Hey, what do you know? It's 100% steel. Check it out. Okay, it's not really 100%. Oh, I let it slip. Right, so it's 99%. Okay, I'm sorry, not 100%, but it's pretty interesting. I have no idea what these dart holders are doing. You just clip it on and it serves absolutely no purpose whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just test fire this fella over here. Put this guy down. Oh my god, you can't even load it in properly. Everything gets in the way. I'll show you guys what I mean. Oh shoot, look at this. It's such a good seal that it actually destroys the dart when you try and pull it in. That sucks. This is hilarious, so I'm going to just fire this off. Oh, that fly is not too bad. Let's try it again. So I guess you have to prime it first, then you insert your missile, and here we go. Okay, so this is the problem. Check it out. This and this are protruding from the stem of the barrel, and you have a 3-prong or 3-fin missile, and when you put it in, if the top one doesn't get in the way, the bottom one will. So you decide. You have to basically angle it in such a way that it goes like that in. So yeah, and then you have to make sure that you prime the blaster first before you actually load the dart in or the missile in and fire. So this is a really cute blaster. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this guy. The spring does feel like it's going to be a good addition to something like the Strong Arm or the Fire Strike, or is it Strike Fire? Fire Strike. So I might want to salvage that, but I haven't opened this up yet, and I don't know what the internals look like. So stay tuned for that. Thank you once again, Pixels. I'm really proud of you guys. Good job. Next up is the target board, and oh wow. So it's a rotating target board, as you guys can see, and there are some, I have no idea why there are legs over here. Am I supposed to do anything with the box? No. There are like legs that you can, I guess, put it on the table and make them stand like that, like so. And it says power gun. They give you it's called exciting super gun, and they give you certain points for each of the quadrants of the target board. There are 4 colors: red, blue, green, and yellow. And well, this is what it does. It's supposed to fall down or bend back when you hit it, but I have a feeling that if you put it standing up and you hit something, the whole thing's gonna fly. Let's just try it out for fun, okay? For fun. I'm gonna get this guy, put in a dart, and fire. See, so everything just flew away. But anyway, yeah, so that concludes my review of the air gun. Thank you once again. Alright, so the last blaster in question, okay, what is green and yellow and orange and looks like a shit piece of toy but actually fires fucking hard? It's the foam dart gun. This one was actually introduced to me by a couple of members from the Nerf SG forum, namely Zin and Kenji. Hey, thanks guys for the introduction to this, and this is actually bought in Singapore. I do not know exactly where. So yeah, apparently this is the equivalent of a pistol splat, and if you guys have been nerfing for a little while, you guys know that the pistol splat is the revert as the pistol sniper. And it's a pretty powerful blaster. As you can see, the price, it's $790 Singapore dollars, which costs about, I would say maybe about $5 US, which is pretty cheap. And you can see that it comes with 3 darts and another 3, so 6 with a dart holder over here, and this crappy looking piece of shit. And apparently it's pretty easy to mod. Okay, so we'll load darts as shown. You cock it upwards and then you fire the dart out. And this thing over here looks like it has a nice carbine kind of a handguard grip, but this one doesn't. So yeah, you know, to be non-political, or I guess to be politically correct, I would like to call this the China Splat. And the reason why I call it China Splat is because on the flip side of the blaster, it's very, very big, embossed in it is made in China. So that is why we should call it the China Splat. Okay, apparently there is a battery slot over here that has absolutely nothing on the inside. Now whoever is the one that discovered this believed that this might have actually started off as one of those blasters or one of those toy guns that you put batteries inside and they just make sounds when you squeeze the trigger. So I have no idea what this thing does. I'm gonna just get the screwdriver and open this up, and we'll see for ourselves what is on the inside. So I'm gonna be opening up the battery door. There are no leads whatsoever. It's just it's a battery holder. So let's try and make this hold a dart. No, I can't. It's too short. It's a stupid battery holder that got just re-replicated without any leaks, and then even slots cut out like as if there was meant to be a speaker over here. So I guess that confirms my suspicions and the mention of this thing having to actually make sounds originally. So yeah, but that's not what we're here or we're interested about. What we are interested in is actually the ability to fire, and darts for that matter. So you just basically pull it up. It's one slot. Two. Oh wow! There are two catches, so you can choose two different power settings. Then you get your dart and you load it in the front over here like that. Push it all the way, and then you're gonna squeeze the trigger and see how well this thing fires. Wow! 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 That's pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna try and replicate something that I've seen a lot of other Nerf enthusiasts here in Singapore actually do. This is a short stub, I think about 5 inches of PTG. Just gonna try. Oh, that fits in perfectly. So it's time for us to try firing darts. Okay, so I'm gonna put a dart in from the back. Just fit like so. Prime this guy. Slot this thing down. I'm gonna hold the PTG in place and. Oops, it didn't come out. I guess that's the reason. The reason why is because I didn't goop it down. Or no, it looks like there's a lot of like stuff on the inside that's getting in the way of the performance of this. I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to change to another PTG barrel. Let's use this one for fun. I have no idea why this one's so long, but let's just try it out anyway. We'll load it in from this end, the non-damaged end, and we'll see how that goes. Right. So let's try it out. Here we go. Okay, I guess I really can't do it because I need to have that seal between the PTG barrel and the original barrel, but it's a pretty good fit, as you guys can see, although it is definitely not 100% seal. I would have to be modding this and I will let you guys know of the outcome. But so far, this thing looks pretty good actually. Performance is pretty sick. And here we go. Wow, China Splat. This thing is pretty good. And oh yeah, there's this orange thing over here, and that is where the dart holder is supposed to go. You basically just slide it on. Let me just get rid of the darts first. And you basically just try and slide it on. Let me see if there's a particular way. Oh no, it just clips in place like so. And there, voila, you get some dart holders that are pretty sweet. There you have it. Alright, China Splat. Thanks for the intro, guys. This thing is actually pretty sweet. Right, so before I end this video, I just want to share with you guys what I thought was the most, I guess, the most amazing thing in Nerf, or the most interesting development in Nerf that happened in 2012, and that is, of course, none other than the Slydev 3D printed parts. Now, I'm no way affiliated to Slydev. It's just that they actually gave me a coupon code you know, sometime mid of last year, and now it's 2013, so that code doesn't actually work anymore unless I get a new one. But the reason why is because one thing, kudos to you, Joey. Joey is actually Joey Morgan. He's actually the guy behind Slydev, and he's a one-man show basically. So all of you guys that actually go onto the Slydev store, you know, you see upcoming developments and things like that on the Facebook page, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. It's all the brainchild of just one man, and that's pretty actually amazing, pretty sweet. It's pretty crazy. It's quite genius. And there are a lot of stuff that Slydev actually came up with, and I actually received a whole bunch of stuff from him right at the end of last year. Mind you, I bought all of these. I didn't get anything free. And I wanted to share some of this with you guys. First of all, one of the greatest innovations to me was the joke connector, where you could actually just attach this piece onto any blaster or any Nerf rail attachment of your choice, and then you could just clip on a joke like so. The unfortunate thing is now that with the release of the Elite jokes like that, there's this orange cap over here that gets in the way, and there's no way for you to attach a joke unless you attach it this way, sideways, and it's not very fun to have a joke sticking out. So you have to make minor adjustments, either cut off the orange part over here, or you have to shave off this nub just above the trigger so that you can have this twisted to the side. But of course, knowing Slydev, they would definitely make some kind of a new version of the joke connector. Next up is the Nerf dart holder, on the rail attachment, and that's pretty sweet. As you can see, it's an 8 dart holder, and I've actually just screwed it onto the rough cut. I don't have access to the Nerf end strike attachment of the barrel brake dart holder, so I guess this will suffice. Honestly, this is cheap, dirt cheap, and this is how it looks like, and it's pretty sweet. You can get it in different colors, and I'll be showcasing to you guys some other colors in a short while. So basically it just goes like that. You just grab your darts and load it in, and then you're just ready to go and fire away. Like so. So this is what the dart holder looks like without darts. It looks pretty cool actually, in my opinion. Yeah, this is from the front view. Yep. So that's the next thing that I actually like, one of my favorites. Now another one that was interesting that I actually bought was the Nerf clip holder. So you can see it comes with a Velcro strap, and it goes right onto your blaster on the end strike rail attachment. So like that, and then you basically just take out the Velcro part, and then you have your clip ready to go, pop in and fire. For those of you guys wondering whether this thing will actually fit third-party clips, yes, the answer is very simple, yes. Here's a bobsled clip. Now when you line this up, basically you'll see this nub over here. This nub, I believe, is meant to go into this slot on any of your Nerf blasters, or your Nerf clips. And so you basically line it up like that, over here. Then you grab your straps and you tighten this thing down into place. Make sure it's nice and snug, and you are ready to go. As you can see, it will not come off, no matter how I try. It will come off like that. So it's a bit wobbly, and the reason why is because it's long. If you guys are actually interested in trying to attach longer clips or clip-on longer length clips onto your blaster, you might want to consider getting the extension for the clip holder. Yeah, he actually sells extensions, and that would help to stabilize your clip on the blaster itself. So this is pretty sweet. It's a pretty good innovation, and this is one of the things that I really like the most out of all of the entire selection. Other parts that are worth mentioning, things that I actually like, other accessories. This is the green one. These are the disc holders, and this is the green in color that you guys can compare to the screen. It's a very bright green. It's a different green from the Vortex line, but sweet enough anyway. Alright, next item to mention, glow in the dark sights. This is pretty good. It's like you don't even really need your your little glowing dot on the side, the iron sight attachments, but anyway, this would suffice because it's glow in the dark. Another thing, these are one of my favorites, my personal favorites. This is the triple rail connector. So it's from one Nerf rail. Oh, that was some hot glue. From one Nerf rail, you can actually convert it and make it into 3 Nerf rails instead. So talk about kiasuism, or talk about wanting to be even more tactical. This basically gives you the option to expand your tacticalness by 3-fold. Alright, next up. Oh, okay, this is a nice one. This is red and this is orange, and these are clip or sling hooks that you can actually attach to your blaster, where you are actually given a an extra slot to actually put your carabiner or to attach a sling onto your blaster. This one is actually innovative too. This is the iron sight back piece with a clip slot, so that's pretty cool. Right, next up. Oh, okay, barrel spacer. This is a quad shot barrel spacer, and these apparently are meant to be these are actually meant to fit PETG, I assume, right? So you can actually see the cool Slydev logo over here, and yeah, this is actually pretty sweet. So barrel spacers, nice job. These are actually stick-on Nerf dart holders. Let me just get dart, like so. These are just slip-on. Oh, this is a bit fat. Hang on, let me just get the all the darts are flying everywhere. Okay, I have a dart over here. Yeah, so that's how it's supposed to be, and it's flat because you can actually just use some super glue and stick it onto the side of your Nerf blaster. So that's pretty sweet also. Now the last thing that I want to mention that I think is worth mentioning is this. This is the Nerf rail camera holder attachment. This is sweet. I've been waiting for one of these, and it actually comes with the I guess the camera tripod attachment, kind of a screw slot, the universal port, and you screw it on basically onto your blaster, and you can attach a camera. I'll be showing you guys some footage of that, basic footage basically. And this color, the reason why it's sky blue is because this is actually glow in the dark blue. So I guess I've showcased to you quite a few colors: red, green, blue, red, green, glow in the dark blue, standard glow in the dark, white is very close to this, black is available too. And I believe that is all the colors that Slydev store actually has available for sale or for choice. Of course, there are also other options like clear, for example. And speaking about clear, right now Joey from Slydev is actually I guess he's actually developing a long shot gem door replacement piece, and I'm actually very interested in getting one in clear, simply because when it's clear you can actually see all the way your darts load inside and whether there's any jam, without actually having the need to always prime your blaster back and making sure that your jam door is behind in the first place. Right, so yeah, sorry that I'm rambling. I just wanted to give you guys a very real review of all of these. Okay, what's up guys? As you can see, I already have the camera attached to my Rampage 3K, and this thing over here is the iron sight in white that goes pretty well with the Elite series blasters. And anyway, I just want to show you guys something. Take a look at this. I know it's a crappy way to see things, but anyway, this is actually the internals of the China Splat. And I realized that the reason why it's getting a bad seal is because of this part over here. Now the red barrel is the one that sleeves PTG on the inside, and this plunger tube mouth to the red barrel has a very bad seal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to goop this part down. I'm going to goop in a PTG barrel and then see how it looks like. See what the performance will be like after that, and I do believe that it's going to be pretty stellar. So check it out. This is the internals. Looks exactly like a pistol splat or typical paintball type of blaster, and this plunger tube itself actually reminds me of the what do you call it, the Blaster Pro series blasters. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult to upgrade the spring, and honestly though, because of the way it's made and made in China, and it feels like it's a weak kind of plastic, I don't really want to upgrade the spring power in case I might actually destroy the shell. So I'm gonna just bring this blaster outside to give you guys a kind of a FPS kind of view of firing a few darts. Right, so you can see my mom in the kitchen. I don't want to shoot her, so I'm just gonna priming this thing. Right, now we're shooting at the wall over there. Okay, so that's one. Okay, so check it out. Second one, I'll be shooting at the wreath on the door. So, oh, that was a double feed. I'm sorry. That was the way I timed the blaster. So last one, I'll be shooting at the door over here. So yep, that's what the camera angle actually looks like. So you got to see my dad and my mom. Happy New Year guys. Catch you back in the room in the usual camera angle. Bye. Alright, so I'm about to conclude today's episode, this video, and as you have seen from my FPS, I guess my shot on the Retaliator 3K, I've already modified the China Splat, and this cap is super glued on. And when the other Nerfers actually told me how they removed it, one of them dremeled half down on the side of a shell, another one used a screwdriver to pry it off. What I did was use brute force in my hand to try to press downwards and outwards at the same time on both sides until it just came out, and it came out pretty cleanly, as you can see. And because of the glue residue, it still is a snug fit on. Other than that, there was no other problems modding this thing, just that you have to take note of where you have to put the goop. So I hope that you guys actually made some sense of the internal shot. Those of you who have been working with pistol splats would not have a problem with this. So I'm going to give you guys a quick firing demonstration. I'll be honest, the goop has not completely cured yet. It's only been about a couple of hours, which is to me not enough for goop to completely cure, but I just want to finish up this video because I've been doing it for the entire day. And yeah, so I'm just going to put a dart in and let's see if the fit is going to be any vacuum loading. I guess not, so I just have to, I guess, sort of ramrod this guy in all the way. See how far this one goes. Okay, that's the maximum, and I'll be firing off right now. So as you can see, it fires off pretty crazy. It's quite sick, just like a normal pistol splat would. Let's just fire off this one last dart over here, and I think this barrel might be a bit too long. The PTG barrel I'm using is actually 5 inches long. I might want to cut it off to about this, just about here, but half an inch above the orange barrel. I don't know yet. but here goes. So pistol sniper, yes, China Splat. It looks, it does not look intimidating at all. It looks really kiddish, but it's pretty sick, pretty sweet, and I would recommend anyone to get this thing if you actually see it, because of the sheer price of it. It's just cheap. And just so you guys know, I have another couple of these brand new in package, and one of it will be going up for a giveaway in time to come. Now I've decided that 2013, in 2013 I want to kind of be a bit more active on the side of on the parts of actually conducting giveaways. So I will try to make it a point to have at least 4 giveaways each year. That means that about 2 months or 2.5 months, no, actually more than that, about 3 months, I'll be conducting a giveaway every once in 3 months. Alright, so stay tuned for that. I hope that I'll be able to put up a good new video. I'm actually working on a project that is simply, to me, really sick, and I need to find my drive to do that again. Right, the last thing I want to mention to you guys before I actually go is I guess a sort of a surprise for one of my contractees. Now this is a painted, not by me though, I have to admit it's not painted by me. This is a painted retaliator, and in it, this is what I actually did. I put a 3K tank on the inside with a 3-dart Stefan clip, and the hopper goes all the way out, all the way to the front. Stefan area for hopper. Sorry, my mind is going everywhere. And I initially used a dual action ball pump, and I realized that ball pumps for dual actions do not compress air as well as any other standard Nerf air blaster pump. So I changed the pump back into the 3K pump, and I've just stuck some carbon fiber sticker over it to maintain the sort of a Milsim kind of a look, and I've hooked it up with a slot drilled onto the back of the front grip, taken out that tooth over there on the accessory piece, taken out this orange little piece over here from the slot also, and I've also installed 2 screws, one on each side, and this is to stop the pump from coming all the way out. So that's the maximum that you can go, as you can hear, and it's almost towards the end of the pump stroke. So you basically have to pump it about 4 times to get a pretty good air pressure, and I'll be firing off 2 Stefans over here just to show you and to show the contractee. So I have with me 2 standard size Stefan darts. They are the slug type with felt tips over here, and loading it up into the hopper area, the clip area of the hopper, sorry. And I'll be pumping this blaster up about 4 times, firing off over here. Now what I did basically was I just squeezed the trigger so I could shift this up and down without compressing or pressurizing the tank with any air at all. Here we go, 4 pumps. Let's start out. 4 pumps. Second dart out. So this thing is working fine now. For the contractee, I will not name you, but the reason why I took some time is because I was trying to figure out about the pumps, and then I realized that attribute about dual action pumps, and so I've replaced it with the original 3K pump, and it's firing fine right now. So I apologize for the delay. That's it. This will probably be the last contract that I'll ever be doing in my life, because honestly, and I don't mean any offense, but expectations of people when they are asking me to do contracts is kind of irritating to me. I like to mod in my own free time. I like to do stuff the way I want to do stuff, and I'm not really a fan of people always asking for mods that will make your blasters, or I want this crazy range and super firepower. That's all I want. I have all the money in the world. I just don't feel so comfortable doing that, and it's not really cool when your days are all filled up with work and the usual stuff that happens, and then the contractee just keeps bugging you and telling you things like, I hope that I can drop by your house every other day. So I guess I'm once bitten, twice shy, and I will not. Okay, this is official. I will not accept any contracts anymore from now on. This will be the last one, and therefore I told myself I'd do a good job on this. Alright, so that concludes episode 24 of Pwned. Sorry guys, it's a little bit different. It's I hope that there was enough content for you guys this episode, it being, like I said, either the last episode of 2012 or the first episode of 2013. I hope that I was able to share with you some interesting stuff, because I always want to bring something new to the table for you guys, and I hope to continue doing so in 2013. I seek your understanding and your support. So if you guys like this video, I really hope that you can give me a like or a thumbs up, because it would really help me out. And if you wish to stay tuned for when my next episode will be released, just hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll have new stuff for you. I promise you that once I'm done with my project, you guys will be pretty interested in seeing it. Alright, so anyway, take care everybody. Have a happy new year. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, but now it's all about 2013. It was not the end of the world. I will never believe stuff about it being the end of the world until I actually die. So have a great year ahead, everybody. I hope that 2013 will see a lot more improvements in Nerf, because 2012 was a great year. I personally feel. I haven't been nerfing for very long, just a couple of years, but 2012 was a pretty dope year, you know, with the release of the Elite Blasters and all the third-party different companies trying to make mod kits and stuff. That was pretty sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.